남았었다. Okay, here we go. Should be fun today. Position. Yeah, pretty cool. I need something to drink. Little alcohol. Okay, here we go. Niameshu Bakushuya Maha Shaucha Tesevanga Jugupasanga Paraira Samsalgaha. Niameshu Bakushuya Maha Shaucha Tesevanga Jugupasanga Paraira Samsalgaha. Took too much cannabis. So coughing, for me, coughing means I took too much cannabis. It's a pretty good body signal, you know. Oh, how high am I? Okay, you know, maybe I should stop using it because I'm coughing. I'm coughing from it, so I'll stop. I'm playing Amazon Prime stuff on the background. And if some stuff is really, really popular, it won't let me watch it right away. It's so weird. System okay, I hope. Sorry, my system sucks. I mean, it's the whole reason why I'm doing this is to heal myself. What I'm doing not only could cure cancer, it could bring back somebody from the dead. Yeah. Niameshu Bakushuya Maha Shaucha Tesevanga Jugupasanga Paraira Samsalgaha. Shaucha Tesevanga Jugupasanga Paraira Samsalgaha. Sevangange Jugupasayam 샤우자마라 파마너허 가야 바디아달시 가야나 피셔방연기 야뜰 파바띠 샤우짱 뜻서 방연가주 샤우짱 뜻서 방연가주 고프성에 바라이라 삼살가허. Sorry, still my body is like producing phlegm and reacting and it's doing all kinds of bodily stuff. Yeah, I don't like it. It's like all the water fluid that I drink comes out as yeah, it's disgusting. Like how I go through so many of these tissue boxes. I go through like 10 of them a month. It's crazy. Okay. Yeah. Niyameshu bakushuyo maha. Okay, I'm done with that phrase. 샤우짱 뜻서방은가 샤우짱 뜻서방은가 주급부성에 바라이라 삼살가허. 샤우짱 뜻서방은가 샤우짱 뜻서방은가 주급부성에 바라이라 삼살가허. 스방은게 주급 스방은게 주급부성얌 샤오자마라 파마너허 샤오자마라 파마너허 피시방은기 스방은게 주급부상얌 샤오자마라 파마너허 스방은게 주급부상얌 샤오자마라 파마너허 가야 바디아달시 가야나 피시방은기 야뜰 파바띠. Once more. Sivang. Yeah, my body's weak. Sorry. 스방은게 주급부사얌 샤우자마라 팜. Oh my god. 스방은게 주급부사얌 샤우자마라 파마너허 가야 바디아달시 가야나 피시방은기 야뜰 파바띠 김장 바라이라 삼살가허 가야 스바 파바 발로기 스와마피 가얌 지흐 지하 술무르즈 잘라 디피라그라 그셔라야는 나피 가야 슈드티마 바시아는 가탐 바라가야이라 티아는 타메바 브라야타이흐 삼스르 지았다 삼스르 지았다. Okay. Here we go. 김장 바라이라 삼살가흐 가야 스바 파바 발로기 스바 스바마피 가얌 지하 술무르즈 잘라디 피라 그셔 라야는 나피 라야 가야 슈드 티마 바시아는 가탐 가야 슈드 티마 바시아는 가탐 바라가야이라 티아는 타메바 브라야타이흐 Samsarujyatam. Once more. Kim Jang Pare Kim Jang Paraira Samsargaha Kaya Siva Baloki Siva Mapi Kayam Jiha Sulmuraja Jaladi Pira Kusha Layanan Napi Kaya Shudutima Pasyanan Katam Parakaya Iratianan Tameva Prayataiha Samsurujyatam. Once more. Kim Jang Paraira Samsargaha Kaya Siva Baloki Siva Mapi Kayam Jiha Sulmuraja. My body, man. Kim Jang Paraira Samsargaha Kaya Siva Baloki Siva Mapi Kayam Jiha Sulmuraja Jala Dipira Kusha Layanan Napi Kaya Shudutima Pasyanan Katam Parakaya Iratianan Tameva Prayataiha Samsurujyatam. First one was better. Okay. Namaste. You don't have to read it the second time in Sanskrit. Sanskrit is supposed to be with brevity. Brevity is a huge thing in Sanskrit. So if you say it correctly, you don't have to say it again, unless it's a mantra. Sorry. Namaste. Okay. This one starts one sentence before, half a sentence before, so I'm gonna start from here. Now we shall describe the perfections regarding the firmness of observances. Firmness of observances. From purification comes dislike for one's own body and unmixing with others. On the dislike for one's own body, the ascetic, undertaking purification, sees defects of the body and becomes unattached to it. What more, unmixing with others. The knower of the corporal nature, seeing the impurity of body even though it be washed. The knower of the corporal nature, seeing the impurity of body even though it be washed by earth and water, etc., desires to give up his own body. How can he mix with other bodies which are too impure? Second translation. We will speak with regard to observances. As a result of cleanliness, there is disgust at one's own body and no intercourse with others. As soon as there is disgust with his own body, he has begun cleanliness. Seeing the offensiveness of the body, he is no longer attached to the body and becomes an ascetic. Moreover, there is no intercourse with others. Perceiving the true nature of the body, desirous of escaping even his own body, even after he has washed it with earth and water and others, not seeing any purity in the body, how could he have intercourse with the bodies of others, absolutely unhallowed as they are? Okay, Veda next, thank you. Veda, Book 6, Hymn 47. "31 shloka, it's very long. Okay. This, I don't know, the size is almost perfect. Okay. I don't know about anything else on my channel, but the size of the Sanskrit letters is perfect. Okay. Just give me 30 seconds. Here we go. Namaste. Seva dushikilayam matumana utayam divraha kilayam rasavana utayam. Sorry, just got spammed. Seva dushikilayam matumana utayam divraha kilayam rasavana utayam. Uto umbasya papivam saminandram na kashachana sata ahaveshu. Papivam saminandram. Uto umbasya papivam saminandram na kashachana sata ahaveshu. Uto umbasya papivam saminandram na kashachana sahata ahaveshu. Ayam Sevaduriha Madishita Asa Yasyanandro Puratara Hatya Mamada. My voice. I guess it almost feels like I'm breaking in the earth because it hasn't heard whatever I'm saying for like thousands of years. Last time, wherever I am, the earth has heard this was probably like thousands of years ago. You know, like 6,000 years, 7,000 years ago. So it almost feels like it feels like I'm breaking in. Breaking the ice, if you will. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, and also this is a long chapter. Hymn. Ayam sevaduriha madishita asa yasyanandro purotora hatya mamadam purunui yashichiautanang yashichiautanang chambarasya vi navatim navachang tehio hana. Once again. Purunui yashichio jiao. Purunui yashichiao tunang chamambarasya vi navatim. Purunui yashichiao tunang. Purunui yashichiao tunang chamambarasya vi navatim nava cha tehio hana. Ayam me pita udiyalti pachamayam manisha mushati majigah. Ayam me Pitam Udiyalti Panchamayam Manisha Mushati Majigaha. Once more. Ayam me Pitam Udiyalti Panchamayam Manisha Mushati Majigaha. I hate being spammed. I am Shalva Vira Mimita Tiro Na Yapyo Pvanam Gachanare. Now music is a little too loud. It's never like at a volume that I like. As soon as I lowered it, the volume just died. It's trying to pick a fight with me. My music is trying to pick a fight. I am Shalvira Mimitam Tiro Na Yapyo Puvanam Gachanare. I am Shalvira Mimita Tiro Na Yapyo Puvanam Gachanare. I am Sa Yo Parimanam Prativyang Varshamanam Divo Akronodayam Saha. I am Sa Yo Parimanam Prativyang Varshamanam Divo Akronodayam Saha. Varshamanam. I am Sa Yo Parimanam Prativyang Varshamanam Divo Akronodayam Saha. Varshamanam. Okay. I am Piyusham Tisrashu Pravatusu Somo Datharol Vanantarak Tarikushama. Datharol Vanantarikushama. I am Piyusham Tisrashu Pravatusu Somo Datharol Vanantarikushama. Datharol Vanantarikushama. I am Piyusham Tisrashu Pravatusu Somo Datharol Vanantarikushama. I am Vidachitradrashika Malnoha Shukra Sadhumana Mushasamanikem. Shukra Sadhumana Mushasamanike. Okay. I am Vidache. I am Vidachitradrashika Malnoha. I am Vidachitradrashika Malnoha Shukra Sadhumana Mushasamanikem. Once more. I am Vidachitradrashika Malnoha Shukra Sadhumana Mushasamanikem. I am Mahana Mahatang Sekamam Paneno de Diamasatama Tapana de Vorashapo Maruk de Vane de Dia. Okay. No de Dia. Let me double check this. I don't see that very often. So I just want to make sure I just want to make sure I'm right. Am I being anal? A little bit, because I should know better. I should know that is the correct one. Okay. 5. Yeah, the Dio, see that? The Dion, whatever. The Dion. I am Mahana Mahatang Sikama Pane no de Dion Masudamam Tapana de Burashapon. The Burashapon. I am Mahana Mahatang Sikaman pane no de diang masadama plapana de worshipon. Sikaman pane no de diang masadam panaim. Sikaman pane no de diang masadapana de worshipon. Sikaman pano. Sikaman pane no de diang masadapana. Sikaman pane no de diang masadapana de worshipon. Maratavana. Once more. Yeah, so if you don't know what I'm doing, the name of the game is get a whole sentence, get through an entire sentence without making a mistake. So you see that like this is one sentence, this is one sentence, it's followed by, this is called a danda or dananda. This is a double danda. So that's the name of the game. I have to get through, a sentence without making a mistake. I overdo it because I want to get it like, I don't even want to say I'm a perfectionist because my pronunciation, current pronunciation sucks right now. So I don't even want to call it perfectionist. But I want to do better than, I overdo it. Okay, here we go. I am Mahana Mahatang Sagaman Pane Nodia Masadapana the Vroshapom. But yeah, you have to get every single syllable right. You see that there? This is like a computer programming language in a sense that this, like whatever's written there is mathematical. There's a one-to-one translation. How do you call this? There's a one-to-one transition. There's no filter. That's what I'm trying to say. In Sanskrit, there is no filter. This is the language of the heart. The heart chakra has a language and it's called Sanskrit. And it goes all the way up to the 7th, 8th, and 9th chakras. Aryan Sanskrit is sufficient for the mind is an understatement. It goes beyond. Sanskrit is the language in which this reality was built on Sanskrit. This reality itself was built on Sanskrit. So if you're a computer programmer, whatever I'm saying should enlighten you a little bit. I'm speaking the computer language of this reality here. And that's only through Aryan Sanskrit. Aryan Sanskrit is the building block of this reality. No, I'm not mentioning any other Sanskrit. I'm not even talking general Sanskrit. I'm talking strictly Aryan Sanskrit is the building block of this reality. This reality was built on Aryan Sanskrit. Aryan Sanskrit was the foundation of this reality and still is. It supports, it sustains this reality. And some would even say, not for long. Yeah, you're right. About half a million years, this whole thing disappears in a way. Or there's no living beings on the earth. Put it that way. And in about 500,000 years, there will be nothing alive on the earth. So yeah, now you know what the name of the game is. You have to get through a whole sentence without making a mistake. That's the name of the game. That's the game. And if you become, an expert, if you become a master, then you would go through an entire shloka without making a mistake. And maybe even a chapter when you're a god. I can't find the cover. That's fate. That sucks. My fate sucks. What am I supposed to? Oh, Gaima has a weird way of displaying itself. Okay. All right, let's get through. Ayam Mahana Mahatang Sikamam Pane Nodudia Masatapunai De Vurushapum Ayam Mahana Mahatang Sikamam Pane Nodudia Masatapuna De Vurushapo Marutavane Turushat Biban Galoshem Galashe Turushat Biban Galashe Somaminandra Purotra Hange Shura Samare Basuname Ma Tiamdine Savana An Purushasava Rayi Setano Rayi Masamasu Tehi Rayi Masu Ma Tiamdine Savana An Purushasava Rayi Setano Rayi Masamasu Tehi Inandra Pra Naha Pura Etevam Pasya Pro No Naya Prataram Pasyo Achacham Inandra Pra Naha Pura Etevam Inandra Pra Naha Pura Eteva Pasya Pra No Naya Prataram Pasyo Achacham Pavane Suparo Adiparayo No Pavane Sunitiruta Pamanitiha Urum no Lokamanu Neshwi Bidavana Savai Vajajio Tirang Payam Savasati Urum no Lokamanu Neshwi Bidavana Savai Vajajio Tira Payam Savasati Prashavang Dan Inandra Sati Virasya Panhu Sata Virasya Rashavang Dan Inandra Sata Virasya Panhu Upa Satayama Sharana Purohanantang Varishatwa Na Inandra Vananture Ta Bahisha Tayoha Shata Vananashava Yorai Shata Vananashava Yorai. Shloka 9. Quarter, about 28% done. Varishatwa Na Inandra Vanantu Varishatwa Na Inandra Vananture Tai Bahishatoyoha Shatang Vananashava Yoram Varishatwa Na Inandra Vananture Tai Bahi Varishatwa Na Inandra Vananture Tai Bahishatoyoha Shatta Vananashava Yoram Ishama Bakushwinam Ishamai Bakushwamai Bakushwishwam Bashashutwam Mai Nasatarina Makavanan Rayo Ariyaha Ishamai Bakushwishwam Bashwishartam Ishwamai Bakushwishwam Bashi Ishwamai, Pakushui Shwam, Parsheshutwam, Mai, Nasatarina Makavana Rayo Ariyah, Enandra Murula Mahiyam, Jiva Tutu Metacham, Enandra Murula Mahiyam, Jiva Tu Metacham, Jodaya, Tiamayaso Na Taram. Yatakim Jaham Deva Yuriha Yuridam. Yatakim Jaham Deva Yuridam Padami Dajujushasava Gurati Mang Deva Vanantama Drang Raminandram Abitang Raminandram Have Suhavam Shuraminandram Hvayami Shakram Puruhu Taminandram Svasati no Makhavan Tatavinandrah Inandrah Sutram Sivavam Avopiha Sumurul Luiko Pavatu Vishva Vedang Inandrah Sutram Sivavam Avopiha Sumuruluiko Pavatu Vishva Vedang Matatang Divesho Apayam Gurunotu Subiriasya Patayah Siaman. Once Matatang Divesho Apayam Gurunotu Subi Matatang Divesho Apayam Gurunotu Subiriasya Patayah Siaman. Tasyan Payam Sumatang Yajiniasyan Pi Padre Samanase Siaman. San Sutram Sivavam Inandro Asme Ara Chichid Veshoha Sanutariu Yotu Sanutariu Yotu. San Sutram Sivavam Inandro Asme Ara Chichid Veshoha Anutariu Yotu. Sanu, not Anu. San Sutram Sivavam Inandro Asme Ara Chichid Veshoha. San Sutram Sivavam Inandro Asme Ara Chichid Veshoha. Satura Sanutariu Yotu. 1/3 done, 33% done. San Sutram Sivavam Inandro Asme Ara Chichid Veshoha. Ara Chichid Veshoha Sanutariu Yotu. Two problematic words for me. San Sutram Sivavam Inandro Asme Ara Chichid Jida. San Sutram Sivavam Inandro Asme Ara Chichid Veshoha Sanutariu Yotu. Avanteve Inandra Pravato Nolmilgirom Brahmanui Niuto Tavantem. Once more. Nolmilgirom Avanteve Inandra Pravato Nolmilgiro Brahmanui Niuto Tavantem. Avanteve Inandra Pravato Nolmilgiro Brahmanui Niuto Tavantem. Uru Na Ratah Savanang Purunoyapong Gang Bajerinio Vase Saminandune. Uru Na Ratah Savanang Purunoyapong Gang Bajerinio Vase Saminandune. Uru Na Ratah Savanang Purunoyapom. Uru Na Ratah Savanang Purunoyapo Gang Bajirinuya Vase Saminandune. Vajri Niubasem Uru na rang tahe savanang Buru nuyapo gang Vajri Niubase Saminandune Ka im Ka im Sitavatikahe Brunadiko Yajante Yadugramina Makavange Bishavaha Bete. I have to say it again. Okay, 15. I think 33 is the last one, so about 42% done. Ka im lim ka lim okay. Ka im Sitavatikahe Brunadiko Yajante Yadugramina Makavange Bishavaha Bete Pada Biva Praharanan Nanya Maniam Granoti Polvama Param Shachi Piha Pada Biva Praharanan Pada Biva Praharanan Nanya Maniam Pada Biva Praharanan Nanya Maniam Granoti Polvama Param Shachi Piha Polvama Param Shiranambe Bira Ugram Ugram Tayamanananya Maniamati Neti Neniyamanahe Shiranambe Bira Ugram Ugram Tamayanananya Maniamati Neti Neniyamanahe Tamayanananya Maniamati Neniyamanahe Shiranambe Bira Ugram Ugram Tamayanananya Maniamati Neniyamanahe. Once more. Shiranambe Bira Ugram Ugram Tamayanananya Maniamati Neniyamanahe. Etamanade Vilva Payasya Rangjange Joshiko Yaten Bishan Inendro Manushuene Etamanade Vilu. Sorry, somebody's like fucking, I don't know what he's doing upstairs. I want him to fucking stop this fucking demon possessed fuck motherfucker. Etamanade Vilu Payasya Rangjan Joshiko Yaten Bishan Inendro Manushuene. See, I have to do it again. I think I did it correctly, but I can't tell because of the fucking criminal living upstairs. Should be in jail. And now he's just making noise. I hate it. I fucking hate it. I don't know how to make it stop. The worst part is, they tell me to not slam the door. They're the ones making all kinds of fucking caveman noise, monkey noises. This fucking monkey noise they're making right now. They're telling me not to slam the door. These fucking monkeys, making, like, I don't know, are they wrestling right now? Is somebody wrestling upstairs? What the fuck is going on? Still wrestling. Stop wrestling. This is not a wrestling. This is an apartment complex. This is not a wrestling ring. They're fucking wrestling. Or he's wrestling himself. Somebody's wrestling by himself. Fucking crazy shit. It shouldn't happen in the US. You know, go back to your country and do it. Go back to your country and then wrestle with yourself. Not here. Somebody's wrestling upstairs. This is an apartment. They told me that. They told this is an apartment complex. Do not slam the door. They're fucking wrestling upstairs. Wrestling. That's why I'm so mad. You know, people who steal, telling other people not to steal. That's the worst. You know, if you're a killer, not to tell people, oh, don't kill other people. If you're a killer yourself, that's the worst fucking advice you could ever give to anything. Period. You know, fucking be congruent. Be congruent. I don't think anybody knows what that word means anymore. These motherfuckers are not congruent. They're not congruent. You know, they're killing somebody and they're telling other people not to kill. That's exactly what's going on. And I bet this goes on everywhere in the society. You know, if I'm going through this shit and I'm like isolated, you know, I don't talk to anybody. I don't like people that much. And if I'm going through this shit, this world must be really fucked up for everybody else right now. So I even feel sorry for people who are rich, because they probably, you know, this is not something you could get away from even if you have money, unless you have $1 billion. So unless you're a billionaire, you know, you have to deal with this shit. You know, telling people, don't slam the door, this is an apartment complex. And then fucking wrestling and slamming the door like 10 times at night. What kind of a fucking human? That's not a human being. That's why I keep saying monkeys, 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 you know. Human beings don't do that. Human beings don't do that. But, you know, they probably hate humans. They probably hate other humans, period. So if I hate somebody, I don't bother them. If I hate someone, I don't bother them. But you know what monkeys do? When monkeys hate someone, they bother them. When monkeys hate someone, they bother them. See, when I hate someone, I don't want to do anything to do with that person when I hate that person. But monkeys, these monkey humans, when I say monkeys, I mean monkey humans, they cannot leave other people alone because they are born natural. These are natural born killers. These are monkey humans. These are natural born killers. Their only purpose in this life was to be a killer. That's this monkey. That's the definition of a monkey human. Is the only purpose of their reason for living, for life, is to kill. These natural born killers. Okay. All right, so wrestling stopped. Here we go. Thank you for stop wrestling. I don't know why would anybody wrestle in an apartment complex. And they tell me, oh, this is an apartment complex. Do not slam the door. And they're fucking wrestling at 3 a.m. Atamana de velo payasia rangjan 쇼시고 야테 비샹 이는드로 마누슈여는. And the worst is cops, fucking NYPD listens to them. That's the racist part. If you want to talk about racism, that's racism. That's what racism is NYPD siding with these people. Because the NYPD should be siding up with me. And for me to even say that shows how corrupt that system is. So yeah, that's why I trust in God only. The only thing I trust is in God, because everybody else is really fucked up. And that's just the truth. The only reason why somebody will become a cop is because they lost somebody. They lost somebody who they loved. They loved somebody and they lost that person, whatever, whoever, whatever that was. But that's the reason. That's the only reason why anybody will become a cop, is because they lost somebody they loved. Okay. Now, with that mindset, going into the system and the bullying other innocent people, think about it. Even Jesus, King Yaoshan himself said, the people of this world are smarter than you. Smarter, they're shrewd, more shrewd. Nobody says that in the modern world. They're smarter than you. The people of this world, the demonic people, the monkey humans, the murderers, who's wrestling upstairs by himself, I guess. He's wrestling by himself, I guess. I don't know. He's smarter than you. Smarter than if you're born of God. That motherfucker, that fucking murderer, is smarter than you. To the point that the NYPD would side with the fucking murderer. I am not a murderer, but the NYPD would rather have me look like the actual, instead of the actual murderer, accusing the actual murderer, the NYPD would rather blame me for something else. And that's why I don't like people, because they're easily manipulated. You could change their mind by giving them, I'm gonna give you $200. Can you beat up that guy? Can you look somewhere, bribing. It's fucked up. This world is I don't want to live. Just for the record, I don't want to live in this world, period. God told me to live. Now, I see a lot of problems. What they don't know is that their entire country is going to disappear. Because of them, their entire race is gonna disappear. No more race. No more this motherfucking race. No more monkey human race, if you will. And they look at me like I'm the bad guy. And when this whole nation of murderers goes away, when they become extinct, in about 50 years, some of these evil countries will not be there anymore. I'm just saying this as a warning. And I'll tell you how much they harass me. When their country disappears, when 99% of their fucking country disappears, and they complain, God, there's no God, he hates us, we didn't do anything wrong. I'll say, these motherfuckers harassed me. They fucking harassed me. Not just one day, not just 2 days, for a whole fucking year. One fucking year. Every single day. Nobody even gets paid enough to do that. But these fucking monkey humans, they harass me for an entire fucking year. Every single day. Not taking a break. Now, when their country goes extinct, when their country dies, I'm gonna kill their country. Not just them. I'm gonna kill their country. When their country dies, I'm gonna tell them this is what you did. This is what you did. This is what you did. This is why there's no more your country. Your country is shit. Your country is no more. Your country disappears. Why? Because of what you did to me, you stupid fucking asshole. And they still won't understand. Why? Because their IQ is 55. Their IQ is 50 fucking 5. You cannot do anything with IQ 55. That's why, when you have an IQ 55, all you could do is drink, and curse other people. Just destroy other people like that fucking wrestler upstairs. He's wrestling right now in an apartment complex. He's treating this like a boxing rink. And they tell me, oh, stop slamming the door. This is an apartment complex. Monkey fucking humans. These fucking monkey fucking humans. These fucking monkey, low IQ cockroach humans. Cockroach humans. Dirty fucking humans. Dirty dogs. These fucking dogs. They're not even humans. They're dogs. They're not even pigs. They're fucking insects. Mosquitoes. Looking like an ugly human. That's why they look so ugly. You wanna know why these fuckers look so ugly? Because they are ugly. They are ugly inside and out. They're ugly inside and out. That's why they look ugly. They treat you ugly. They're so fucking ugly. Why are they in the US? Why are they here? They're so fucking ugly. America doesn't deserve ugly. America doesn't need to be ugly. So fucking ugly. Ugly. Wrestling upstairs. Fuckers wrestle. Like, go back to your country and wrestle in your own country, not in America. Wrestling, boxing in his own room. I keep asking God to kill these motherfuckers. Nothing has happened yet, but one day, hopefully God will come through. Etamana bilo payasiam. Etamana bilo payasia. Rangjang Joshuku yate bisha inundro manushuyan. Parang Purveshwam Sakyang Purunak Nakati Bital Turano Apare Pirati. Parang bulbeshwam sakyang purnakati pital turano appare pirati. Parang bulbeshwam sakyang purnakati pital turano appare pirati. Pital turano. Ananuputira tu는 bana ananuputira ba는 tu ananuputira ba는 tu는 bana 볼비리는 드라흐 샤라다스 딸딸이디 아나누푸디라 바투는 바나흐 아나누푸디라 바투는 바나흐 볼비리는 드라흐 샤라다스 딸딸이디 루밤 프라티루봄 마푸바 다다시야 루밤 프라티자크쇼노얌 이는드로 마야피흐 부르루바 이야테 요구땅 야시야 하라야흐 샤땅 다샴 유장노 하리땅 라테 푸리 드바츠 두에함 라자티 드바츠 두에함 유장노 하리땅 라테 푸리 드바츠 두에하 라자티 공 비슈방하 드비샤타흐 바쿠쇼 아사땅 우땅 시나슈 수리슈 Again, Shoga 20. Agabiuti Kushwatrama Ganama Devang Ulbi Sati Pumirampu Rano Put Agabiuti Kushwatrama Ganama Devang Ulbi Sati Pumirampu Rano Put Agabiuti Kushwatrama Ganama Devang Ulvi Sati Pumirampu Rano Put Purahasapate Pran Chekit Sang Gavishita Vitang Sate Charitra Inandra Manantam Divem Sadarashi Rania Baltam Kurashuna Asatat Tapang Sadamano Jaha Dive Sadarashi Irania Maltam Kurushuna Asetarat Tapma Asetadapam Dive Sadarashi Irania Maltam Kurushuna Asetadapam Dive Sadarashi Irania Maltam Kurushuna Asetadapam Sadamano Jaha Sadamano Dive Sadarashi Irania Maltam Kurushuna Asetadapam Sadamano Jaha 아하는당 상에 브레샤포 바스라야는 도다 브라제 발찌다 발찌람 샴바람 샴은바람 짬 better. 아하는당 상을 브라샤포 바스라 바스나 바스나야는 또다 브라점 발진함 샤문바람점 아하는당 상을 브라샤포 바스나 아하는당 상을 브라샤포 바스나야는 또당 바제레 브라점 아하는당 상을 브라샤포 바스나야는 또다 브라점 아하는당 상을 브라샤포 바스나야는 또다 브라제 발진함 샤문바람점 아하는당 상을 브라샤포 바스나 아하는당 상을 브라샤포 바스나야는 또다 브라제 발진함 샤문바람점 브라스토카 이는누 라타사스타 이는드라 다샤 고샤일 다샤 마지노 다트. Once more, I want to say it again. 브라스토카 이는누 라타사스타 이는드라 다샤 고샤일 다샤 마지노 다트. 디보당 사다티 티그 바시엄 디보당 사다티 티그 바시엄 라타흐 샤먼바람 바수 프라티아그라 피시먼 디보당 사다티 티그 니보당 사다티 티그바시아 라타흐 샤먼바람 바수 프라티아그라 피시먼 다샹 쉐바는 다샹 고샤는 다샹 바스트라 티보자나임 다샹 쉐바는 다샹 고샤는 다샹 바스트라 티포자나임 다쇼 예라노야 베는드는 디보당 사다사 니샤메 다샹 라타는 프라티시 투이마타흐 샤탐 강 아탈바피아흐 once more 다샹 라타는 프라티시 투이마타흐 샤탐 강 아탈바피아흐 다샤 라타는 프라시투이 다샤 라타는 프라시투이 마타흐 샤탐 강 아탈바피아흐 아시바타흐 바야 베다트 아시바타흐 바야 베다트 마히 라토 비시바자니암 다타나는 파라드바자는 살자요 아피아시아실때 very hard. I'm at 25. 31 is the last one. 마히 라토 비시바자니암 다타나는 파라드바자는 살자요 마히 라토 비시바자니암 다타나는 파라드바자는 살자요 아피아야실때 마히 라토 비시바자니암 다타나는 파라드바자는 살자요 아피아야실때 마히 라토 비시바자니암 다타나는 파라드바자는 살자요 아피아야실때 바나스바테 빙은방 빙은방고 빙은방은고 비드방. Now the harassment has doubled. 푸양 아스마트 사칸 Prataranehe subirahe. From my experience, I would say that whoever's doing that has probably 3 victims from like rape and or murder. Yeah. Panasapate bide bangengo hi puyang asamate sakang prataranahe subirahe gopihe samnadato asi bilayase vaset vasetang tangem de jayatu de tatavani gopihe samnadato asi bilayase vasetang tangem de jayatu de jatavani gopihe samnadato asi bilayase vasetang tangem de jayatu jatavani. Once more. Gopihe samnadato asi bilayase vasetang tang de jayatu jatavani. Divasa prati vyang pariyojam udapratam panasapati pyaha pariyang pratam saha. Once again. Divasa prati vyang pariyojam udapratam panasapati pyaha panasapati pyaha divasa prati vyang pariyojam udapratam panasapati pyaha pariyang pratam saha. Once more. Divasa prati vyang pariyojam udapratam panasapati pyaha pariyang pratam saha. Apang mojamanam pari kopira vratam inandrasya vajaram abhisha ratam yajam. Inandrasya vajro marota manikam mitrasya galpo varunasya napiha. Samam no havyadatim jusha no deva ratha prati havyang grapayam. Upanishad prativi tun mutam diam purutranga te manutam peshatvitam jagat. Upanishad prativi mutam prativi mutam diam purutranga te manutam peshatvitam jagat. Sam dunundupem Santunundupe sajurinundrano devaldura de varium davio apa satan shaturuna. Okay, just 5 sentences left. Santunundupe sajurinundrano devaldura de davium dura de davium. Dunundupe sajurinundrano devaldura de davio apa satan shaturuna. Dunundupe sajurinundrano devaldura de davio apa satan shaturuna. Dunundupe sajurinundrano devaldura de davio apa satan shaturuna. Moving on. Granandaya palamojom na thanaha shirta nihi duritangim matamanaha. Granandaya palamojom Granandaya palamojo na tha niha shirta nihi. Granandaya palamojo na tha niha shirta nihi duritang matamanaha. Apa protha dunundupe duce chunang itang inandrasya moshirto irasi vilayasavan. Once again. Protam. Apa Prota, Dunundupe, Dojo Chunang, Ita, Inunderasia, Boshutu Irasi, Bila Yasevan. Amuraja, Pratia, Balta, Yo Yema. Backing up one sentence. Apa Prota, Dunundupe, Dojo Chunang, Ita, Inunderasia, Boshutu Irasi, Bila Yasevan. Moving on. Amurajam Pratya Baltayoma Ketumade Dunundu Pivabaditi. Once again, 2 sentences left. So that took like 40 minutes. Amuraja Pratya Baltayoma Ketumade Dunundu Pivabaditi. Ketumade Dunundu Pivabaditi. Amurajam Pratya Baltayoma Ketumade Dunundu Pivabaditi. Samashiva Palna Shiva Shicham. Samashiva Palna Shicharananti Yo Namo Sama Kaminindra Latino Jayanantu. Namaste. No, Naro. Namaste. Namaste. I want to read this again. Samashiva Palna Shicharananti No Naro Sama Kaminindra Latino Jayanantu. Okay, I'm done. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. 45 minutes. Should have been done in 30 minutes. Hopefully in a couple of years, instead of 45 minutes, it should have been finished in 30 minutes. Okay, here we go. Ye, this is good to taste and full of sweetness. Verily, it is strong and rich in flavor. No one may conquer Inandana in the battle when he hath drunken of the draught we offer. The sweet juice here hath mightiest power to gladden. It boldened Inandana when he slaughtered Vrotara, when he defeated Shamambara's many onslaughts, and battered down his 99 ramparts. This stirreth up my voice when I have drunk it. This hath aroused from sleep my yearning spirit. The sage hath measured out the 6 expanses, from which no single creature is excluded. This sage hath measured out the 6 expanses, from which no single creature is excluded. This, even this, is he who hath created the breadth of earth, the lofty height of heaven. He formed the nectar in the 3 headlong rivers. Soma supports the wide mid-air above us. I'm going to read it again. He formed the nectar in 3 headlong rivers. Soma supports the wide mid-air above us. He found the wavy sea of brilliant colors in forefront of the dawns, who dwell in brightness. This mighty one, the steer begirt by Maruts, hath propped the heavens up with a mighty pillar. Drink Soma boldly from the beaker. Drink Soma boldly from the beaker, Inandra. In war for treasures, hero Vratra slayer. Fill thyself full at the midday libation, and give us wealth, thou treasury of riches. Look out for us, O Inandra, as our leader, and guide us on to gain yet goodlier treasure. Excellent guardian, bear us well through peril, and lead us on to wealth with careful guidance. Lead us to ample room, O thou who knowest, to happiness, security, and sunlight. High Inandra are the arms of thee the mighty. May we betake us to their lofty shelter. Set us on widest chariot seat, O Inindra, with 2 steeds best to draw, O Lord of hundreds. Bring us the best among all sorts of viands. Let not the foe's wealth, Makhavan, subdue us. Be gracious, Inindra, let my days be lengthened. Sharpen my thought as 'twere a blade of iron. Approve whatever words I speak, dependent on thee, and grant me thy divine protection. Inindra, the rescuer, Inindra, the helper, hero, who listens at each invocation. Prakara I call, Inindra invoked of many. May Inindra Makhavan prosper and bless us. May helpful Inindra, as our good protector, Lord of all treasures, favor us with succor. Baffle our foes, and give us rest and safety, and may we be the lords of hero vigor. May we enjoy the grace of him, the holy Yi. May we dwell in his auspicious favor. May helpful Inindra, as our good preserver, drive from us, even from afar, our foemen. Like rivers rushing down a slope, O Inindra, to thee haste songs and prayers, and linked verses. And thou gatherest thunderer, like widespread bounty, kind, water drops, and manifold libations. 1 second. My music died again. There we go. Like rivers rushing down a slope, O Inindra, to thee haste songs and prayers and linked verses. Thou gatherest thunderer, like widespread bounty, kind, water drops and manifold libations. Who lauds him, satisfies him, pays him worship. Even the rich noble still hath found him mighty. With power, as when one moves his feet alternate, he makes the last precede, the foremost follow. Famed is the hero, as each strong man's tamer, ever advancing one and then another. King of both worlds, hating the high and haughty, Inindra protects the men who are his people. He loves no more the men he loved aforetime. He turns and moves away, allied with others, rejecting those who disregard his worship. Inindra victorious lives through many autumns. In every figure he hath been the model. This is his only form for us to look on. Inindra moves multiform by his illusions, for his base steeds are yoked 10 times 100. Here, Devashirta, yoking to the car the base steeds, hath extended sway. Who will forever stand upon the foeman's side, even when our princes sit at ease? Gods, we have reached a country void of pasture. The land, though spacious, was too small to hold us. Bruhaspati, provide in war for cattle. Find a path in Indra for this faithful singer. Day after day, far from their seat, he drove them. Day after day, far from their seat, he drove them alike from place to place, those darksome creatures. The hero slew the meanly huckstering Dasas, Valchin and Shambara, where the waters gather. Out of thy bounty, Inindra, hath Brasatoka bestowed 10 coppers and 10 mettled horses.
We have received in turn from Divodasa, Shambhara's wealth, the gift of Atitighavan, 10 horses and 10 treasure chests, 10 garments as an added gift. These and 10 lumps of gold have I received from Divodasa's hand. 10 cars with extra steed to each, for the Atalvan's 100 cows, hath Ashvatan to Bayu given. Thus Shirananjaya's son honored the Paradvajas, recipients of all noble. Thus Shirananjaya's son honored the Paradvajas, recipients of all noble gifts and bounty. Lord of the wood, be firm and strong in body, be bearing us a brave victorious hero. Show forth thy strength compact with straps of leather, and let thy rider win all spoils of battle. Its mighty strength was borrowed from the heaven and earth. Its conquering force was brought from sovereigns of the wood. Honor with holy gifts, the car like Inandra's bolt, the car bound round with straps, the vigor of the floods. Thou bolt of Inandra, vanguard of the Maruts, close-knit to Varuna and child of Mitra. As such, accepting gifts which here we offer, receive, O godlike chariot, these oblations. Send forth thy voice aloud through earth and heaven, and let the world in all its breath regard thee. O drum, according with the gods and Inandra, drive thou afar, ye, very far, our foemen. Thunder out strength, and fill us full of vigor. Ye, thunder forth, and drive away all dangers. Drive hence, O war drum, drive away misfortune. Thou art the fist of Inandra, show thy firmness. Drive hither those, and these again bring hither. The war drum speaks aloud as battle signal. Our heroes, winged with horses, come together. Let our car warriors in Indra be triumphant. Okay, very long Veda chapter today. Usually they're about 7 shlokas or shorter. It's 31 shlokas today. Okay, next is Upanishad, and it shouldn't be. I think that was the longest of the day, so everything else should be really short. I'm trying to have fun here. This is what I do for fun. This is my fort. This is my fart night. This is my mind crap. My mind crap. My fart night. People play video games. This is my video game right here. I know that sounds so fucking corny. This is my video game right here. Sorry for sounding so corny. What if reality is corny? Reality is really fucking corny, man. Yeah, this is my fortnight. This is my Minecraft, or as I would like to say, this is my fortnight. This is my Minecraft. This is my video game. You cannot find me a better video game than what I'm doing right now. I have played Chrono Trigger on the original Super Nintendo about 35 years ago. Okay, nobody could give me a better video game than what I'm doing right now.
This is probably why people hate me so much. People fucking hate me. Not everybody, but some people fucking hate me because what I'm doing right now. This is my video game. This is what I do for fun. People play, people get together. They play Monopoly and shit. Monopoly. This is my playing Monopoly with myself kind of shit. My video game. This is my Fortnite. This is my Minecraft. This is my Fortnite. This is my Minecraft. No, nobody cares. Stop wrestling upstairs. Fucking A, man. Still wrestling. So the wrestling stopped for about 10 minutes. Wrestling again. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Probably like lifting weights and dropping the weight, That's probably exactly what he's doing. He's probably like doing dumbbells, and then dropping the weight after like three curls. 1, 2, 3. Ha! It's like, did I get a reaction? Yeah, you're getting a lot of reaction, and your whole fucking country's gonna go down. Here we go. Namaste. Atam Gesya Pratyancho Rashmaya Satang Evasya Pratitio Matuna Duyaha Samanuyevan Matukarataha Samaveda Eva Poshipam Tang Amratang Apaha Atha Yesya Pratyancho Rashmaya Satang Evasya Pratitio Matuna Duyaha Samanuyevan Matukarataha Samaveda Eva Poshipam Tang Amrutang Apaha Atha Yesya Pratyancho Rashmaya Satang Evasya Pratitio Matuna Duyaha Samanuyeva Matukarataha Samaveda Eva Poshipam Tang Amrutang Apaha Tani Etani Samanyatama Samaveda Mapyatapama Siddhasya Pitapatasya Siddhasya Pitapatasya Yashastejam Inindriyam Viryamanadiyam Raso Jayatam Tani Etani Samanyatama Samaveda Mapyatapama Siddhasya Pitapatasya Yashastejam Inindriyam Viryamanadiyam Raso Jayatam Tadvyakusharat Tadaditya Shrayat Tadvim Etadya Tadaditya Krashanama Rupam Tadvyakusharat Tadaditya Tadvyakusharat Tadaditya Shrayat Tadvim Tadvyakusharat Tadaditya Shrayat Tadvim Etadya Tadaditya Krashanama Rupam Iti Tritiyaha Kanandaha Namaste. Okay, moving on. So its Western rays are its Western honey cells. The bees are the Āmēn chants. The flower is the Samaveda. The drops of nectar fluid are verily those Āmēn chants brooded upon that Samaveda. From it, when it had been brooded upon, there was produced, as its essence, splendor, brightness, power, vigor, and food. It flowed forth, it repaired to the sun. Verily, that is what
that dark appearance of the sun is. Okay. Next and last is Shrimad Bhagavatam. Should be this session's gonna be a pretty good session still. Even see, the worse the person you are, the more you're gonna be freaked out by what I do. Just the fact that I could read Ata yes yodancho. Nobody else told me. I learned it through the internet, whatever have you. But somehow I learned it by myself. If anybody who's against God in any form, however minute, they're gonna freak out. And this is the aftermath. They give me their stress because of what they're hearing. Because when I say Ata, yes, yodancho, rashema yasatan, eva siodi jion, matuna duyo, manangirasa, eva matukarata, itihasa puranam, pushapamtan, amuratan, they'll go fucking insane. Wrestling never wrestles unless I'm doing this, so that tells me something. All right, anyway, just one more thing left, and should be still this should be a nice section. What's gonna happen in the future is once I heal, well, first of all, once I heal, I'm not gonna look anything like what you're looking at. Once I heal, the government is probably gonna use the AI to edit all the relevant parts, because so it leaves out all the stuff that I'm saying right now. It should be edited out. The final version with the AI editing should only have my reading this correctly and the translation, and that's it. So that's what I'm hoping for, as far as my channel is concerned. That's probably the reason why I'm not erasing any of my stuff, because if you compare my first day video to right now, there's like a real difference. There's almost a physical difference. So I'm keeping all that just to help people see my progress. This all has to do with my healing and nothing else. Everything that I do is for my own healing. I just want to heal. And what happened, what I found out when I just wanted to heal was that other people became nosy and they started harassing me. Other people became nosy and they started harassing me because I am healing. Because I am healing, other people are being nosy and they're harassing me. That's what's going on here. I used to be really, really angry about it, and I don't have the energy to become angry anymore. So God will judge them. That's what I came to peace with. And that's fine with me. See, if there's no God, then I'm in trouble. But if there's a God, I am not in trouble. Okay, 40 shlokas. That'll take me about 1 hour to get through the Sanskrit. So this will be a 3-hour session. I'll try to make it shorter because I'm always experimenting. I'm gonna be doing this forever. Even after I heal, I'm gonna have pretty much the exact same format, if not the same format. I'm gonna be doing the exact same thing even after I heal. The only difference is that after I heal, these sessions will be so quick. They'll be so quick. Instead of taking 2 hours, it'll be 1 hour. Instead of taking, 1 hour, it'll be 45 minutes. It'll be quick. They'll be so concise. That's what's gonna happen after I heal. But I'm gonna be doing these forever. And if anybody asks why, because nobody else knows how to do this. Nobody else knows how to do this anymore. 500 years ago, 500 years ago, you had maybe 12 people. You had maybe 12 people who knew what I'm doing. Now, right now, I'm the only person who knows how to do what I could do. Aryan Sanskrit is not. It's once Aryan Sanskrit dies, everything dies. Let's put it that way. Once Aryan Sanskrit dies, everything dies. Why does this? Why if Aryan Sanskrit dies, everything dies? Because this world is built on Aryan Sanskrit. This reality was built on Aryan Sanskrit. That's why somebody says, oh, it smells really weird. It smells, yeah, it's built on Aryan Sanskrit. It should smell weird. It's an old language, very, 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 very old language. Oh, everything smells weird. Yeah. Aryan Sanskrit smells a little weird. Sorry. Yeah, it's the real reason is because of Shri Brahma. Shri Brahma is so old that he smells funny. You know how like some people say, "Oh, my grandfather smells funny." My grandfather smells. Everybody's grandfather smells funny. Yeah, Shri Brahma smells funny. That's why this world smells funny. I've said that 7 years ago. Or 6. I've said what I'm saying now about Shri Brahma. Why does this world smell weird? This world smells weird. Why? Because Shri Brahma is so old. He smells like a grandfather. The oldest grandfather, period. So he smells weird. So this world smells weird. Kind of like you could be having the best kiss of your life. Oh my god, I'm kissing this woman. Why is this? What is this smell? Yeah, we're sorry. It's Shri Brahma. It's a grandfather smell. So you're having the best kiss of your life, and it smells weird. Maybe you shouldn't be kissing. You could be having the perfect kiss of your life, but then it smells weird, and you go, ah. That's like everything in the world. Everything in the world is like you get the perfect thing, but it smells weird. In yoga, you never accept gifts. That's what yoga says. Yoga Sutra says, do not accept gifts. Nothing's for free. It'll come back to you. Do not accept gifts. Here we go. Namaste. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sabdamo Thyayah. Ranjovacham. Kasya Hatoha Parityakatang. Acharyana Tamanaha Suraha. Etadang Chakashava Bhagavan Chishuyana Makaramam Gurao. 에따당 자크슈방 파가반치 쇼여너 마크라맘 구라우 Shri Shuka Uvancham Enundra Satri Puvana Ishevaria Madurula Langankita Sata Patah Doru Langankita Enundra Satri Puvana Ishevaria Madurulam Madurulangankitam Sata Patah Enundra Satri Puvana Ishevaria Madurulam Langankitam Enundra Satri Puvana Ishevaria Madurulangankitam Enundra Satri Puvana Ishevaria Madurulangankitam Enundra Satri Puvana Ishevaria Madurulangankitam Enundra Satri Puvana Ishevaria Madurulangankita Satapatah Maruda Pilvasupi Rudraira Di Tiail Rapo Pilnerapan Maruda Pilvasupi Rudrairang Di Tiail Rapo Pilnerapan Rudrairang Di Tiail Rapo Pilnerapan Maruda Pilvasu Maruda Pilvasu Maruda Pilvasupi Rudrairang Di Tiail Rapo Pilnerapan I should be gonna try to finish this within 1 hour. Once Shabbat happens, my system shuts down. It's weird. It's probably because I'm Shaitan. Maruda Pilvasupi Rudrairang Di Tiail Rapo Pilnerapan Rapo Maruda Pilvasupi Rudrairang Di Tiail Rapo Pilnerapan almost. Maruda Pilvasupi Rudrairang Di Tiail Rapo Pilnerapan Vishiveda Vaishichan Sanghadiyai Vishiveda Vaishichan Sanghatiyaishichan Nasatyam Pyam Parishritah Sadati Charana가는 탈발 Muni Pilbrahma Vadipiha 시드타 Charana가는 탈발 Muni Pilbrahma Vadipiha 시드타 Charana가는 탈발 시드타 Charana가는 탈발 Muni Pilbrahma Vadipiha 미디야 타라프 사로 피시점 기는 나라이허 빠따 고라가이허 미디야 타라프 사로 피시점 기는 나라이허 미디야 타라프 사로 피시점 기는 나라이허 빠따 고라가이허 Nishwa Vyamano Makhavana Sutoyamanashicha Paratam Upakiyamano Lalitama Satana Thyasana Shritah Banandurano Tapaturano Chanandaramanandala Charunam Yukutashichaniyaiha Paramashituyashichan Makmaravyajana Yukutashichaniyaiha Paramashituyashichan Maravyajana Tuya Yukutashichaniyaiha Paramashituyashichan Maravyajana Pirajamanaha Palomyan Sahalta Sanayang Purusham Pirajamanaha Palomyan Sahalta Sanayang Purusham Sang Yadang Paramacharyam Devanamatamanasecha Han Na Piananandata Samamprapatam Pratyutatana Sanadipiha Vachasapatim Munivaram Sura Sura Namakar Namasakratam Vachasapatim Munivaram Sura Sura Namasakratam Vachasapatim Munivaram Sura Sura Nama Vachasapatim Munivaram Sura Sura Namasakratam Nochachala Sanadinandraha Pashyananapi Saphagatam Nochachala Sanadinandraha Pashyananapi Saphagatam Tatum Nigatya Sasanga Kavirangangira Saha Prapuha Ayayao Savagraham Doshanuim Bidavan Shrimadavikriyam Ayayao Savagraham Doshanuim Bidavan Shrimadavikriyam Ya Ayayao Savagraham Doshanuim Bidavan Ayayao Savagraham Doshanuim Bidavan Shrimadavikriyam Talhyevan Pratibhutyanandro Guru Helanamat Manaha Talhyevan Pratibhutyanandro Guru Helanamat Manaha Kaihayama Sadasi Sivayamat Manamat Manam Aho Batam Maya Aho Bata Maya Satu Kuratam Vai Taprabudhutinam Yanamaya Ishevarya Matatana Guruha Sadasi Gata Kurataha Kum Guruthyata Bananduito Lakashimim Dirivishita Papaterapim Jaya Hama Suram Pavam Nito Diam Vipudashevaraha Yam Paramashitoyam Tishana Mati Tishitanana Kashit Kanchanam Yeah, Paramashitoyam Dishana Mati. Backing up one sentence. I might take a break after use the restroom. Yaya Hama Suram Pavam Nito Dia Viputashivara. Yaya Hama Suram Pavam Nito Dia Vipudashivara. Yaya Hama Suram Pavam Nito Dia Viputashivara. Okay, Shloka 13 right now, so about 41 was the last one, about 30% done. Yeah, Parameshitoyam Tishana Mati Tishitanana Kantanam. Yeah, Parameshitoyam Tishana. Yeah, Parameshitoyam Tishana Mati Tishitanana. Yeah, Parameshitoyam Tishana. Yeah, Parameshitoyam Tishana Mati Tishitanana Kantana. Āmēn. I have to use the restroom, I think. Yeah, Parameshitoyam Tishana Mati Tishitanana. Yeah, Parameshitoyam Tishana Mati Tishitanana Kantanam. Yeah, Parameshitoyam Tishana Mati Tishitanana Kantanam. Paratiyota Tishitwatiti Bro Yul Talmam De Na Param Biduha. Paratiyota Tishitwatiti Paratiyota Pratyutatishitwad Pratyutatishitwaditi Puroyultaimam te na param viduha Puroyultaimam Deshwam Gopatha Deshataranam Padatam Tamasi Hyataha Deshwam Gopatha Deshataranam Deshwam Gopattham Deshwam Gopatha Deshataranam Deshwam Gopatha Deshwam Gopatha Deshwam Gopatha Deshataranam Deshwam Gopatha Deshataranam Patatam Tamasi Yataha Yem Shiradadatil Vachasatan Mai Majajanantia Shemapu Plavan Even Yem Shiradadatil Vachasatan Mai Majajanantia Shemapulatan Plavan Yajajanantia Shemapulavan Yem Shiradadatil Vachasatan Mai Majajanantia Shemapulavan Yem Shiradadatil Vachasatan Mai Majajanantia Shemapulavan Majajanantia Shemapulavan Even Yem Shiradadatil Vachasatan Mai Yem Shiradadatil Vachasatan Mai Majajanantia Shemapulavan Yem Shiradadatil Vachasatan Yem Shiradadatil Vachasatan Mai Majajanantia Shemapulavan Even Yem Shiradadam Yem Shiradadatil Vachasatan Mai Majajanantia Shemapulavan Even Atha Hamamara Acharya Magati Tishanam Divijama Tatishan Maga Tatishan Atha Hamamara Acharya Magati Tan Atha Hamamara Acharya Magata Tishanam Divijama Parasada Yeshua Nishataha Shilshunam Tachacharanam Sapurashama Shana Atha Hamamara Acharya Magata Tishanam Atha Hamamara Acharya Magati Tan Atha Hamamara Acharya Magata Tishanam Divijama Prasada Yeshua Nishataha Shilshuna Tachacharanam Sapurashama Shana Shilshuna Prasada Yeshua Nishataha Prasada Yeshua Nishataha Shilshuna Tachacharanam Sapurashana Evam Jinantaya Evam Jinantaya Tasatasyam Evam Jinantaya Tasatasya Makono Bhagavana Guruhat Evam Jinantaya Tam Evam Jinantaya Tasatasya Makono Bhagavana Guruhat Burahasa Patilgato Duroshatam Gatimatyat Burahasa Patilgato Duroshatam Gatimatyat Mama Maya Yayam Burahasa Patilgato Duroshatam Gatimatyat Mama Yayam Gurulna Tikata Samjinyam Pare Kushana Bhagavana Sibarat Thyayana Thyang Surairiyokataha Shaima Nala Patat Manaha Thyayana Thyang Surairiyokataha Shaima Nala Patat Manaha Tache Churutta Vaiva Sura Saiva Shiritiao Shana Sam Matama Shiritiao Shana Sam Tache Churutta Vaiva Sura Saiva Shiritiao Shana Sam Matama Devana Pratiudiamam 자꾸를 들 마당에 따땅이나허 자꾸를 들 마당 대방하는 브라티유 디아맘 대방하는 브라티유 디아맘 자꾸를 들 마당에 따땅이나허 자꾸를 들 대방하는 브라티유 디아맘 자꾸를 들 마당 대방하는 브라티우디아맘 자꾸를 들 마당은 따땅하기나허 자꾸를 들 마당 달베스러 셔뚜아 슈푸아 피스티 끄셔널 닐핀 피는 낭은 고루 마하바허 Taivi Sarashatwa Sarashwa Pi Sati Kushanoi Nilpinana Guru Mahavaha Taivi Sarashatwa Shopi Taivi Sarashatwa Shopi Sati Kushanoi Nilpinana Guru Mahavaha Taivi Sarashatwa Shopi Sati Kushanoi Pinana Nilpinana Taivi Sarashatwa Shopi Sati Taivi Sarashatwa Bisha Taivi Sarashatwa Shopi Sati Kushanoi Taivi Sarashatwa Shopi Sati Kushanoi Nilpinana Taivi Sarashatwa Shopi Sati Kushanoi Nilpinana Taivi Sarashatwa Shopi Sati Kushanoi Nilpinana Guru Mahavaha Brahmanam Sharanam Jagamuha Sahanandarang Natakanan Tarang Tam Satata Pyaldi Dangana Bigoshoya Bhagavana Damapurajaha. After 20, this is 20. After 20, I'm taking a break. 41 is the last one. 44, 41. So almost 50%. Tam Satata Pyalditan Bigoshoya Bhagavana Damapurajaha. Krapayang Para Tam Satata Pyalditan Bigoshoya Bhagavana Damapurajaha. Krapayang Parayang Deva Uvacha Parisana Devayana Krapayang Parayang Deva Uvacha Parisana Devayana Brahmovacham. Okay, so I'm gonna take a break. Let me see how long this is. 40 is a lot, so I'm exactly at halfway. I would say about 45% because towards the end, the shlokas get a little longer usually. Okay, so I'm gonna take a break right now. I have to use the restroom. So give me 2 minutes. Thank you. Shabbat in 1 hour here. Less than 1 hour. I should be done within half an hour.
Okay, here we go. 50% done. That took me about half an hour. Here we go. Namaste. Bahumuvancham. Aho Bata Shurashurashurtva Ya Padaram Baha Gratam Mahat Baha Mishatam Brahamishatam Brahmanam Danandaisha Damaisha Varianana Pyananandatam Brahamishatam Brahmanam Danandamaisha Variya Just backing up one sentence. Aho Bata Surashirashurtva Ya Padaram Na Aho Bata Surashirashurtva Ya Padaram Baha Gratam Mahat Brahamishatam Brahmanam Danandamaisha Variyanana Pyananandatam Dasyayamam Yanasya Dasyayamana Hinayam Dasyayamanayasya Sita Parapyo Baha Parapavaha Pragoshrinwapyaha Savavairipyaha Samaradhanam Ja Yatusuraha Makhavana Devishataha Pashya Pragoshrinana Suvati Karamangat Gulbati Makhavana Devishataha Pashya Pragoshrinana Gulbati Karamangat Samampratyo Pachitana Puyaha Kavyamaratya Bhagatitaha Adadirana Nilayanam Mamapi Pragodavataha Adadirana Nilayanam Mamapi Pragodavataha Derevishitapam Kim Kano Yanantiang Padiamanantara Pragona Manoshikushuitalta Backing up one sentence. Dadirana Nilayanam Mamapi Pragodavataha I didn't need to do that. Okay. Derevishitapam Kim Kanoya는 디아페디아 많은 땅을 프로구나 마누시고 수이 땅을 타해 페디오 나 비프라고 비는다가 비시밤 라는 나 비프라고 비는다가 비시바라는 바바는 디아파드라누이 나라시바라는 Tadevishvaru Pam Pajatangashu Pipuram Tapasvinam Devashitura Mathatmabanantama Tadevishvaru Pam Pajatangashu Pipuram Tapasvinam Devashitura Mathatmabanantama Devashitura Mathatmabanantama Tadevishvaru Pam Pajatangashu Pipuram Tapasvinam Devashitra Mathatmabanantama once more. Tadevishvaru Pam Pajatangashu Pipuram Tapasvinam Devashitra Mathatmabanantama Devashitra Mathatmabanantama Tadevishvaru Pam Pajatangashu Pipuram Tapasvinam Devashitra Mathatmabanantama Tadevishvaru Pam Tadevishvaru Pam Pajatangashu Pipuram Tapasvinam Devashitra Mathatmabanantama Sapajitoltana Sa Vitasyate Syate Bo Yadi Gushamishuyatva Mutasya Kaiman Apajitoltana
아파지돌타는 사 비타시아테 모 야디 구셔미셔 트바 무타시아 까이만 शरीर शुकं वाचम ता एवं मुदितं राजन ब्राह्मण विगता जबाराह सा एवं मुदितं राजन ब्राह्मण विगता जबाराह रश्विम देवाशतरमुपव्राज्यां परिशुवां ज्येदमापुरुवान् परिशवाज्येदमापुरुवान् शिवाज्येदमापुरु रश्विं देवाशतरमुपव्राज्यां परिशवाज्येदमुपुरुवान् ज्येदमापुरुवान् रश्विं देवाशतरमुपव्राज्यां Loshwim Devashataramupavrajyam Parishavam Jedam Loshwim Devashataramupavrajyam Parishavajyadamapuruvana. Once more. Loshwim Devashataramupavrajyam Parishavajyadamapuruvana. Loshwim Devashataramupavrajyam Parishavam Loshwim Devashataramupavrajyam Parishavajyadamapuruvana. Rashwim Devashataramupavrajyam Parishavajedamapuruvana. Deva Ujuha Payam Tetihayaha Payam Payam Tetipatha Payam Tetitayaha Prabhatang Ashramam Padaramasatutam Kamaha Samampadiyatam Tata Pitranam Samayochitaha Putranam Hi Paro Taimaha Petra Shushrushanam Satam Api Putravatam Brahmana Kimuta Brahmacharinam Acharyo Brahmano Multiha Pita Multiha Prajapati Acharyo Brahmano Multiha Pita Multiha Prajapateha Prata Marutupate Multilmatam Sakushat Kushvitasatanuha Prata Marutapate Multilmatam Prata Marutapate Multilpam Mata Prata Marutapate Multilmatam Sakushat Kushvitasatanuha. Almost. Good Kushvitam Shat Kushvitam Pratang Marutapate Multilmatang Sakushat Kushvitasatanuha. Dayaya Piga Pagini Multil Talmasia Multil Talmasia Tamadiptiha Sevayama. Shloka 30, 11 left. So 11 left means 20 minutes or less. Okay, here we go. Dayaya Pagini Multil Talmasia Tamadiptiha Sevayama. Dayaya Pagini Multil Talmasia Tamadiptiha Sevayama. Agnera Piagato Multiha Salva Putani Jataman. Agnera Piagato Multiha Salva Putani Jatamanaha. Tasmat Piturana Maltana Maltim Parapara Pavama Tapasamana Pampanayam Tapasapanayam Sitatam Sanandesham Kaltumarhasi Tapasapanayam Sitata Sanandesham Kaltumarhasi Purunui Mahe Dvopatyayam Brahamishutam Brahmanam Kuruma Purunui Mahe Dvopatyayam Brahamishutam Brahmanam Kuruma almost Purunui Mahe Dvopatyayam Brahamishutam Purunui Mahe Dvopatyayam Brahamishutam Brahmanam Kuruma Yatanjasa Vijeshwar Maha Sapatanam Satava Tejasang Yatanjasa Vijeshwar Maha Sapatanam Satava Tejasang. Shloka 33. Na kalhiyananti hyalteshu yavishitagan kriya pibadanam. Na kalhiyananti hyalteshu yavishitagan kriya pibadanam. Na kalhiyananti hyalteshu yavishitagan kriya pibadanam. Chanando pyonyatra na brahmana bayo jai shutfuyasya karanam jai shutfuyasya karanam. Chanando pyonyatra na brahmana bayo jai shutfuyasya karanam. Chanando pyonyatra na brahmana bayo jiaishitva tuyasya. Chanando pyonyatra na brahmana bayo jaishituyasya karanama. Brashriruvancham apyaltitaha suraganoiha parohityam mahatapaha paurohitya apyaltitaha suraganoiha paurohitya mahatapaha apyaltitaha suraganoiha paurohitya mahatapaha sa peshevaru pasatana Sa Peshevaru Pasatanaha Prasananaha Slakushanoyan Girang Sa Peshevaru Pasatanaha Prasananaha Slakushanoyan Girang Sa Peshevaru Pasatanaha Prasananaha Slakushanoyan Girang Sa Peshevaru Pasatanaha Prasananaha Shalakushanoyan Girang Shalakushanoy Sa Peshevaru Pasatanaha Prasananaha Shalakushanoyan Girang Vishvaru Vancham Vigahitam Taimashi Lai Brahma Valcha Upavyayama Vigahitam Taimashi Lai Brahma Valcham Upavyayama Vigalhitam Talmashilai Brahma Baljam Vigalhitam Talmashilai Brahma Baljam Upavyayama Katham Nu Madhvito Natha Lokeshaira Piya Chitama Katham Nu Madhvito Natha Lokeshaira Piya Chitama Katham Nu Madhvito Natha Lokeshaira Piya Chitama Pratyang Kya Syati Dachachishoya San Eva Sivartan Ujyatam Pratyang Kya Syati Dachachishoya San Eva Sivartan Ujyatam Akinchananam Hi Tanam Shilonchanam Teneha Nilvaltita Satu Satakriyaha Nilvaltita Satu Satakriyaha. Shloka 36, 5 left. Should be done within an hour. Within 10 minutes, sorry. Akinchananam Hi Tanam Shilonchanam Akinchananam Hi Tanam Shilonchanam Teneha Nilvaltita Satu Satakriyaha Nilvaltita Akinchananam Hi Tanam Shilonchanam Teneha Nilvaltita Satu Satakriyaha Katham Nilgahyam Nu Nigalhyam Nu Garopyati Shivaraha Parotasam Roshyati Yana Dulmatiha Nilga Bigalhyam Katham Bigalhyam Nu Garomyati Shivaraha Parotasam Roshyati Yana Dulmatiha Tatapi na pratibruyam gurupiha pratitam giyat. Shloka 37. Tatapi na pratibruyam gurupiha pratitam giyat. Pavatam pratitam salvam Pranoirataishaja Satane. Backing up one sentence. Oh, cool. Just straight up regular shlokas. Nothing too difficult from now on. Tatapi na pratibruyam gurupiha pratitam giyat. Pavatam pratitam salvam Pranoirataishijam. Pranoirataishija Satane. Lartaishijam. Pavatam pratitam salvam Pranoirataishija Satayam. Alright, just 3 shlokas left. Shri Shuka Vacham Tapya evam pratishrutya Tapya evam pratishrutya Vishivarupo Mahatapaha Paurohityam Prutashachakrem Paramenam Samathinam. Backing up one sentence. Tapya evam pratishrutya Vishivarupo Mahatapaha Paurohityam Prutashachakrem Paramena Samathinam. Paurohityam Purutashachakra Paramena Samathinam. 2 left. Yeah. Surada Visham Shriyam Gupta Maushanasya Pi Vidyayam Ajachidiya Dana Mahanandraya Vaishnavya Vidyayam Vipuha Yayang Guptaha Sasara Kusho Jigaya Surachakchamur Vipuha Yayang Guptaha Sasara Kusho Jigaya Surachamul Vipuha Chamul Vipuha Jijaya Surachamul Vipuha. Final shloka, by the way, last shloka. Yayang Guptaha Sasara Kusho Jigaya Surachamul Vipuha Jigaya Surachamul Vipuha Yayang Guptaha Sasara Kusho Jigaya Surachamul Vipuha Jigaya Surachamul Yayang Guptaha Sasara Kusho Jigaya Surachamul Vipuha Tam Praha Sa Mahanandraya Vishivarupa Udaratiha Namaste. Okay, that's it. Iti Shrimad Bhagavate Mahapurane Paramahamsiyam Samitayam Shashtasukante Sapatamotyayah. Namaste. Okay, if you came by just to listen to Aryan Sanskrit, I am done reading Sanskrit. I'm gonna take a 1 minute break and I'll read the translation for chapter 7, book 6 of Shrimad Bhagavatam. There is no digital copy on the internet, so I have to read from this text here. But you should be able to find somebody's translation. Okay, cool. So yeah, just reading the translation is next. I'm done reading Sanskrit for the day. Perfect timing for me because Shabbat is in half an hour, and once Shabbat hits, my pattern is I can't focus. So I'm glad that I finished before Shabbat happened. I got half an hour, precisely about 45 minutes left before everything goes down. Not 45, 25 minutes left. Okay. All right, so 1 minute break and then reading the translation, and that's it. Thank you. Oh, and switching the mic. Okay, so goodbye this mic. Okay. Mic check. As long as it picks up my sound. Sorry if it sounds noisier than the other one. This picks up more. The current mic picks up more. Also, I'm fine-tuning my Baroque music for streaming. If you're doing YouTube and you need streaming music, I'm using this one and fine-tuning it. It's my Spotify playlist, and YouTube lets me know if something is copyrighted, so I delete it from my playlist. So in about 6 months from now, the Baroque music for streaming should have no problem from streaming itself. Okay. Just taking one hit and then getting on with it.
Got 20 minutes and then my body shuts down because of Shabbat. Here we go. Discourse 7. The king said, "For what reason were the gods forsaken by their own preceptor? Kindly tell me, O glorious sage, the transgression made by the disciples with respect to their preceptor, which brought matters to such a pass." Shri Shuka replied, "Inindra, who had transgressed the path frequented by the virtuous through arrogance caused by the lordship of the worlds, O king, was seated on the throne on his court, surrounded by the Maruts, the Vasus, the Rudras, the Adityas, the Ropus, the Vishvavedas, and the Satyas, as well as by the Ashwini Kumaras, the celestial physicians. The Makhavan was being waited upon and exalted, O body Kushit, by the Siddharthas, Jaranas, Ganantaivas, sages who were expositors. The Makhavan was being waited upon and extolled by the Kushwit, by the Siddharthas, Jaranas, Ganantaivas, sages who were expositors of the Vedas, as well as by the Vidyadharas and Apsaras, Ginanaras, birds and Nagas, and his praises were being sweetly sung. Provided with the white umbrella, charming as the orb of the moon, and other insignia of supreme royalty, such as chowries and fans, he shone most splendid with Shachi, who shared the throne with. No, I have to read that again. My body's always reacting. And these shlokas are combined, 2 to 6. Here we go. The Makhavan was being waited upon and extolled by the Kushwit, by the Siddharthas, Jaranas, Ganantaivas, sages who were expositors of the Vedas, as well as by the Vidyadharas and Apsaras and Ginanaras, birds and Nagas, and his praises were being sweetly sung. Provided with a white umbrella, charming as the orb of the moon, and other provided with a white umbrella, charming as the orb of the moon, and other insignia of supreme royalty, such as chowries and fans, he shone most splendid with Sachi, who shared the throne with him. When, as would appear from the following account, he did not welcome by rising, offering a seat and other honors, the chief preceptor. I'm gonna read it. When, as would appear from the following account, he did not welcome by rising, offering a seat and other honors, the chief preceptor of the gods, including himself, Burhasapati, the foremost of sages, adored by the gods. My body's just reacting. Fuck it.
taking a 1-minute break because my body won't stop reacting. Personally, I cannot wait until once I don't need to read the translation, I'll stop reading it. I can't wait. I cannot wait until I don't have to read a translation. It's just too much work for me. But I have to read it now, so. My body's reacting just fucking horrible. Nicotine helps. Here we go. When my body's just reacting like crazy. Why is my body reacting like this? I just wanna read the translation and be done with. That's what I want. What the fuck? Here we go. When, as would appear from the following account, he did not welcome, by rising, offering a seat and other honors, the chief preceptor of the gods, including himself, Burhaspati, the foremost of sages, adored by the gods, as well as the demons. As he came in, nay, Inandra did not stir from his seat, even on seeing the sage present in the court. The enlightened sage, a son of Angiranga, went out of the court at once, and quietly returned to his own residence, though powerful, aware of the aberration brought about by pride of affluence and power. I hate it when they combine shlokas. So this is 7 through 9. This is like, it's hard to follow because they combine the shlokas. And my body won't stop reacting. What the fuck? Stop reacting, body. Stop just reacting. I got harassed, so I, used cannabis, and no, I cannot use any more cannabis. That's the truth. Okay, reading 7 to 9 again, this stupid translation. When, as would appear from the following account, it did not welcome, by rising, offering a seat and other honors, the chief preceptor of the gods, including himself, Burhaspati, the foremost of sages, adored by the gods as well as the demons. As he came in, nay, Inandra did not stir from his seat, even on seeing the sage present in the court. The enlightened sage, a son of Angira, went out of the court at once, and quietly returned to his own residence. Though powerful, aware of the aberration brought about by pride of affluence and power. My body's reacting like, Jesus fucking Christ. Stop reacting. I just wanna read. Stop reacting.
realizing that very moment the disrespect shown by him towards his preceptor, Inandra spontaneously himself reproached his own self in the court. That was Shloka 10. Its translation is harder to get through than fucking Sanskrit. Because my body won't stop reacting. What the fuck? Going through a whole box of these, just reading the translation. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? I just wanna read. Here we go. Oh, my conduct has been deplorably unrighteous, in that the preceptor was slighted in court by me, a creature of poor wits indeed, and maddened by power and opulence. What prudent person will covet the fortune, even of the Lord of Paradise, by which I, the ruler of the gods, have been dragged into egotism? They do not know the highest morality, who declare that one occupying the throne of a suzerain lord should not rise to receive anybody. Stop reacting. They that believe the words of the aforesaid misleading guides, who undoubtedly fall down into the dark regions of hell, surely sink like those embarking on a ship of rock. Guilelessly touching his feet with my head, I shall presently propitiate the Brahmana, the preceptor. I'm not gonna read it. Shloka 15. It's like fucking fluid coming out of my body as I'm reading the translation. It's fucking horrible. I just wanna read it and my body's going fucking crazy. What the fuck? Sucks. Just sucks. Life sucks. Fucking life sucks. Here we go. 15 again. Guilelessly touching his feet with my head, I shall presently propitiate the Brahmana, the preceptor of the gods, who is endowed with fathomless intelligence. 16. While Inandra was pondering thus, the all-wise Brihaspati disappeared from his house by dint. While Inandra was pondering thus, the all-wise Brihaspati disappeared from his house by dint of his extraordinary yogic power. Getting no clue to the whereabouts of his preceptor, though looking for him all round, the glorious Inandra, reflected by force of reason, but felt no peace of mind. I'm gonna read it again. Getting no clue to whereabouts of his preceptor, and though looking for him all round, the glorious Inandra, reflected by force of reason, but felt no peace of mind, though united with the gods. As soon as they heard of it, the haughty demons all took up arms and made preparations for war against the gods, following the advice of the sage Shukracharya. With their limbs, thighs, and arms torn asunder by the sharp-pointed arrows discharged by the demons, the gods, led by Inandra, approached Brahman. I'm gonna read it. 19. Still fucking fluids coming out. Every time I'm saying something, like something's happening in my body.
19. With their limbs, thighs, and arms torn asunder by the sharp-pointed arrows discharged by the demons, the gods led by Inandra approached Brahman for protection. Their heads bent low. I'm gonna read it again. I have to read it again. With their limbs, thighs, and arms torn asunder by the sharp-pointed arrows discharged by the demons, the gods led by Inandra approached Brahma for protection. Their heads bent low. Seeing them afflicted on all sides in this way, the glorious and birthless God Brahma was moved with supreme compassion and spoke comfortingly. Brahma said, "Alas, your conduct has really been most unwelcome, O jewels among gods, in that, proud of power and puff, you did not welcome a Brahmana who had not only disciplined himself, but who had realized Brahman. It was the fruit of that misbehavior that you suffered defeat at the hands of others, who are your enemies and had grown very weak, in spite of your being rich and powerful, O gods. In spite of your being rich and powerful, O gods. O Inandra, look at your enemies, who had grown extremely weak because of the disrespect to their preceptor, but who have now..." Sorry, I'm gonna read that again. 23. O Inandra, look at your enemies, who had grown extremely weak because of the disrespect to their preceptor, but who have now gained in strength again by propitiating the sage Gābhya through devotion. Devoted as they are to Shukra, they may take possession of even my abode, treasuring the precepts of the Phrugus as their wealth and their secrets being impenetrable. They hold heaven as of no count. No evil can befall the kings who look upon Brahmanas, Lord Vishnu, and the cows as their masters. Therefore, immediately resort to Vishvarupan, son of the god Vashita, a Brahmana given to austerities and self-controlled. Treated with respect, he will accomplish your ends, provided, of course, you tolerate what he does. So many words. Okay, I have to read it again because of the fucking translator. Stupid fucking translator. Therefore, immediately resort to Vishvarupa. Half of what I'm reading is his words. Like, this motherfucker thinks he's writing a book. This translator thinks he's writing his own book here. Stupid fucker. Therefore, immediately resort to Vishvarupan, son of the god Vashita, a Brahmana given to austerities and self-controlled. Treated with respect, he will accomplish your ends, provided, of course, you tolerate what he does. Shri Shuka continued, thus spoken to by Brahman, and relieved of anxiety, O king, the gods approached Vishvarupan, the seer, and embracing him, spoke. The gods said, "We have called at your hermitage as unexpected visitors. May all be well with you. Be pleased, dear son, to fulfill the timely wishes of your uncles. Indeed, service of parents is the highest duty of virtuous sons, even of those that have been blessed with sons. O holy Brahmana, much more of celibates. A preceptor is Veda incarnate. A father is an image of Brahman. A brother is an effigy of Inandran. A mother is a direct incarnation of the goddess Earth. A sister is an embodiment of A sister is an embodiment of tenderness. An unexpected visitor is the very incarnation of virtue. A guest is an incarnation of the sacred fire, and all living beings. Sorry. Shloka 30 once again. 11 left. A sister is an embodiment of tenderness. An unexpected visitor is the very incarnation of virtue. A guest is an incarnation of the sacred fire, and all living beings are embodiments of the self. Therefore, getting rid by virtue of your asceticism of the affliction of your parents in the shape of their discomfiture at the hands of their enemies, O dear child, you ought to do your bidding. We choose you, a Brahmana established in Brahma and worthy of adoration, as our preceptor, so that we may easily and fully conquer our enemies through your glory. Indeed, as a means of accomplishing one's ends, the wise do not condemn the act of bowing at the feet of the younger. Setting aside the Vedas, O Brahmana, age is no criterion of seniority. Age is no criterion of seniority. Setting aside the Vedas, O Brahmana, age is no criterion of. I'm gonna read 33 again. 33 again. Indeed, as a means of accomplishing one's ends, the wise do not condemn the act of bowing at the feet of younger. Setting aside the Vedas, O Brahmana, age is no criterion to seniority. The sage Manan, importuned by the hosts of gods to accept the office of the sage Manan, importuned by the hosts of gods to accept the office of their priest, the saint Vishvarupa, a great ascetic, felt delighted and replied to them in soft words. Vishvarupa said, priesthood has been condemned by the virtuous as involving the loss of the spiritual glory investing a Brahmana. Yet how shall a person like me, O masters, turn down the solicitation of guardians of the spheres, by whom he deserves to be commanded? For obedience alone is declared as conducive to his good. I'm gonna read that again. 35. Vishvarupa said, priesthood has been condemned by the virtuous as involving the loss of the spiritual glory investing a Brahmana. Yet how shall a person like me, O masters, turn down the solicitation of guardians of the spheres, by whom he deserves to be commanded? For obedience alone is declared as conducive to his good. Shila and Unchana, and the wealth of the destitute, acts appropriate to noble souls. Okay, I have to read it again. Half these words are the translator's words. He added half the fucking words. Why? I have no fucking idea. Probably because he doesn't know Aryan Sanskrit. That's probably why. Shilam and Unchana, and the wealth of the destitute, acts appropriate to noble souls, being accomplished in this household life by me with the aforesaid means. How shall I take, O suzerain lords, to the reproachable vocation of a priest, with which a fool alone remains pleased? Shila and Unchana, and the wealth of the destitute, acts appropriate to noble souls, being accomplished in this household by life. Shiva and Unchanam, and the warmth of the destitute, acts appropriate to noble souls, being accomplished in this household life by me with the aforesaid means. How shall I take, O suzerain lords, to the reproachable vocation of a priest, with which a fool alone remains pleased? Yet I dare not decline what is earnestly asked for by you, which of Yet I dare not decline what is earnestly. So somebody's right outside. Take a little break. Oosh. I hate living. I don't know why. Life. I have no idea why life was ever even created. Why? Because you have bad people. As long as you have bad people, life doesn't mean shit. You want to have life and bad people at the same time? It's better to have no life. Life is nice, but when you have to share life with bad people, life is not worth it, trust me. Life is not worth it when you have to share life with bad people. Bad people. What are bad people? Rapists, murderers. That's all you got. Life is not worth living when you share it with bad people. Really not. Life is hell. Like, you wanna kill life when you have to share it with bad people. Let's put it that way. That's why in the olden times, anybody who went to war and died, they automatically went to heaven. So, with injustice, life is not worth living. Is life better than no life? Yes. But with injustice, life is worth not living. Period. Okay, 37. Uh, 36. Shiva and Unchana are the wealth of the destitute, acts appropriate to noble souls, being accomplished in this household life by me with the aforesaid means. How shall I take, O suzerain lords, to the reproachable vocation of a priest, with which a fool alone remains pleased? Yet I dare not decline what is earnestly asked for by you, which is of no account. I shall accomplish all that you have solicited, even at the sacrifice of my life and my interests. Shri Shuka resumed. Having thus promised them, Vishvarupa, a great ascetic, discharged, as requested, the role of a priest with supreme diligence. Vishvarupa snatched, by means of a prayer addressed to Lord Vishnu, the fortune of the Asuras, though protected by means of the prayer taught by Ushanayam, and restored it to the great Inandra. The said Vishvarupa, noble-minded as he was, taught to the great Inandra the above-mentioned prayer, protected by which the mighty God with 1,000 eyes was able to conquer the demon hosts. That's a woof. Thus ends the 7th discourse in Book 6 of the great and glorious Bhagavata Purana, otherwise known as the Paramamsa Samhitam. Thank you, I'm done. Shabbat is right now. I'm losing power. Shabbat happened 10 minutes ago here. Thank you. I gotta do my prayer soon. So my Shabbat prayer at night on Friday is usually at 9 p.m. if that makes sense to anybody. And on Saturday there are two. I don't do it on YouTube. I do my Shabbat prayer on kick.com. I do that once a week. And then there's an afternoon one. What was I trying to say? Tonight, right now it's Shabbat. Tomorrow there's two of them. The second one is the afternoon one. I wanted to say something about that one, but maybe next time. But yeah, so right now it's Shabbat. I'm shutting my there's a partial shutdown in my system for sure. So, oh yeah, so I remember what I was trying to say. So Shabbat, Friday night Shabbat prayer is at 9 p.m. for me, private. I don't live stream it. And then Saturday afternoon Shabbat, that's at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. on Saturday, 9 p.m. on Friday night. 2 Shabbat aside from the morning Kabbalah prayers. Okay, thank you. Have a good day. Namaste. Na Shabbat Chaka. Na Shabbat Shalom.